Hey girl, hey. Hey boys, hey. Welcome back to my channel. It's Mama Beauty's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit that subscribe button somewhere down here and hit that notification button so you are alerted when I go live, even though YouTube is having some problems with unsubscribing people. And I wouldn't have known that though, because my subscribers keep going up. So I'm super excited about that. But I had subscribers tell me that they were unsubscribed when they did not do that. So if you just look down below there and see if you are subscribed, you may have been unsubscribed. And so I just want to make sure that all my followers are still here. So welcome everybody. Happy 2020. Hey, Carolyn or Caroline, sorry. Happy 2020, everybody. This is the year of Mama Beauties. I am going to be positive and uplifting and not negative. And if I need to get my point across, I am going to deliver it in the right tone and with the right attitude. So just be ready for that, you guys. Be ready to be sick of my positivity. You are going to be sick of it. So I am doing really well in my Patreon, you guys. I have 20 people in there. What a blessing that everybody was charged on the first, and you get charged on the first of the month every month. So nobody that has been charged today will be charged again till the first. Now, if this is something that you don't want to continue to do, you just did it to get the $9 tier so you could get the nails for free and a free month, then feel free to cancel at any time or lower your tier. You don't have to keep it at a 25 or a 9. You can lower down to the 3 tier, and that's perfectly fine with me. I understand that things come up and that that these are the first things to go whenever you're budgeting. So I get that. I do. And I am excited about what this channel is going to do. We're going to have Monday Mama meetings still so we can uplift everybody. We're going to have True Crime Tuesdays, and we're going to have What's Up Wednesday. And what that means is it's just updates on everything that we've been covering and what's up with me. So on Wednesdays, I'll give you updates on everything, and you can ask me what's up. That'll be the day that you can ask me what's up with this or what's up with that, Mama D. All right, so write it down, save it, and I promise you I will address it on What's Up Wednesday. And we will have our pop-up shops on Friday as usual, and that is super exciting. I also want to do a makeup day, and a cooking day. So be ready, you guys, for this channel really isn't directed at one thing. We are just a community of people that love each other and want to be here for one another. And I'm also going to be sharing the Survivor. It's Survivor Saturdays. So on Friday nights, we'll do our pop-up shops. And on Saturday, we're going to do our Survivor stories. So we need to get some people scheduled. I need somebody for this Saturday. So please email me. And let me know if you want to share your survivor story. You do not have to be female, male, female. If you have survived addiction, if you have survived domestic violence, or if you have survived a medical mystery, or if you survived a car wreck, or if you survived something where you should not have survived. Definitely, I want you to come on my channel and share that with people. It is uplifting. It helps people more than you know. It will be helping people that don't even tell you that it helps them. So there's a lot of people in the background that aren't big talkers that really are uplifted by these things, and it's kind of like a silent thing. So you won't ever know, but trust me. All right. Hi, everybody. Let's see who's here. Hi, Save Robbie. Okay, love, you go wash your booty. Seraphin Andrade, hello. I don't know how to say that name. Andrade, I think. Hi, Chronic Life. Love you bunches. Thank you, Save. You're the best. Happy New Year to you, Michelle. Hi, Tristan. Yes, sick of it. Amen. Thank you, Remy Peterson. Thank you guys so much. Almost done writing your first case. Yes, that's awesome, girl. I'm so excited for you. Thank you, guys. You want to go on, Brandy? That's perfectly fine. Just email me and tell me you want this Saturday or next Saturday, whichever Saturday. But we're going to get people scheduled in advance. And what I'll do is you tell me what you want to talk about, and then I'll email you a list of my questions, and then you can tell me if there's a question that you don't want to ask. That way you're prepared ahead of time. We won't, rehearse it or anything, but you're prepared on what I'm going to ask you. That way there's no shock or you don't have to be put on the spot. I definitely don't want to do that to anybody. I forgot the name of the lady you look like, but Molly Golightly reminded me the other day when she came in your chat that you look like Kate Walsh. Oh, thanks. I like Molly Golightly. She's awesome. I've been watching her for a long time. Thank you. I just like her because she's genuine. She's herself. A lot of people don't, but she hasn't rubbed me the wrong way at all. I just like her directness, and she's never done anything to me. But I do understand my subscribers, that feel the way that they do, and that's, perfectly fine. But I think she's great. So I have a big blog ready. It's just one post for the moment. Ask away. I don't want to prepare. Okay, love. That's fine. So Brandy will be on Saturday, you guys. You tell me what time, Brandy. What time, sister? I surely want to share my survivor story, but I think or feel my life story will be boring. I haven't had no one in my family murdered or died of cancer. It doesn't matter. I've heard your story, sister, and you've survived, okay, Coco? You have survived, and your story is noteworthy and worthy of sharing. It doesn't have to be, tragic. It can just people go through what you went through and you will help them. So I think it's worth it. And you'll have me right here to make sure that everything's okay. Yes. Okay, so let's get into some cases. Yeah, that'll be cool. Hopefully she will come back. I didn't know she was in my chat. That's super exciting. Okay, now I looked up some stuff that just happened in 2020, you guys, and I wanted to share these things with you. Yesterday, as soon after midnight in West Virginia, 5 people were shot in a bar, you guys. It was early early hours after midnight, and it was at a hookah bar in West Virginia. And it was in Huntington. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Huntington, West Virginia. But several people were found inside and outside the bar shot. And so far they said that it was a dispute over 2 people fighting in there. But when the police arrived, there were over 50 people in the bar. There were shot bodies inside and shot bodies outside, and at least over a dozen of casings in the parking lot, and the shell casings when the police got there. So that just happened a few hours ago, you guys. And so I'm going to stay on top of that and see what the outcome and all of that is and get us some more information. But right now, that's all the information that I could find on it. But then again, it did just happen. So no story is too big or too small. That's right, Chronic Live. Why not, Save Robbie? Why can't you go out and enjoy a cocktail? I'm at the ER right now. My friend knocked his shoulder out of place. They're putting it back in place. Oh my, Kelly Jelly, I'm so sorry. Thank God he has somebody like you. I've always hated sitting in the emergency room by myself, and I have done it plenty of times. Hi, Anne. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, first of all, make sure you guys are in my giveaway because my channels are climbing. And Beth, you just subscribed to my Patreon. So when I get off this live, I will send you the link in an email. So be checking your email for the link. Make sure that after I email you, you tell me what your YouTube name and what your Facebook name is. That way I can make sure to add the right person to my Patreon. And I'll get to my Patreon in just a minute. I want to see how many subscribers I have right now, because people are saying that they're getting unsubscribed. Because stories like this make it scary to, oh, yes, that makes sense, Robbie. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have put that together. That makes total sense. Yeah, I'm afraid to even go to the movie theaters. I was packing the whole time I took my son to the movie theater last time. Just because, and it said not to, but I'm terrified. I don't want to be in the middle of all that. And I want to be, I mean, if it wasn't for that church member in the church shooting last week, you guys, then that killer would have killed more people. That shooter that came into that church last week was only able to shoot 2 people, and then a concealed and carry member of the church shot the assailant. So if more people are getting involved like that with these shooters, if there's more people that can be there on scene before the cops can get called, then these people might be afraid of dying. They might be afraid that one of those church members might be packing. That's why these fools go to these churches, is because they know there's no guns in them. They know that their likelihood of them dying while they're doing this is 0 to none. But the police may kill them. They do know that in the back of their head, but they never think in a million years that one of these little old church members are going to be packing. Well, guess what? If you're at the same church as me, I'm packing. And I guarantee you, if little old 135-pound me is packing, there's a lot of other people that are doing it too. So that is a good thing. Finally, somebody stopped a massacre. And of course, he didn't get to stop it before the 2 people got killed, but still. Mama, I just got the notification you are live. I want to be here, but I'm going to send you a text about something that just happened. Okay, honey, that's fine. Hi, Twiggy. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Paula. Little Laura, happy dance. Welcome, little Laura. I love it. Thank you, Save Robbie. There are a lot of people that have mentioned that they came over here because of you. You are precious. Yes, Allie. Leslie was arrested from what I heard, but the lies and the speculation that is going around on that is absurd. A pill cannot be tested in the field. My dad was a chief of police for 15 years, you guys. And there is another YouTuber, her arch nemesis, Leslie Bass, arch nemesis, that is putting out into the universe that the pills were tested on scene. Well, let me tell you something. They only have the activator for cocaine, heroin, and meth on them in the field. If you are pulled over and they find a pill, then it has to be sent off to a lab to make sure that it's not regular Aleve or regular Tylenol. So that's a lie. And if, let's just say that I am going somewhere where I don't want to take my whole bottle of Subutex, because I feel like where I'm going, somebody might steal my purse, right? And I don't want to be out my whole month's prescription. And when you tell doctors that someone stole your prescription, they don't care. All right. So I take one out because I know that I have to take my second one later on in the day. So I take one out and I drive down the road with my Subutex that I'm prescribed in my car. If I get pulled over, I'm getting charged for that Subutex because there's no bottle. And when I go to court, all I have to do is bring my bottle, show that I'm prescribed, and it's done. Bada bing, bada boom, it's dismissed. But it's still on your permanent record. But this woman is innocent until proven guilty. That could have been an Aleve. It was never tested in the field because cops don't do that. And it could have been something that was prescribed to her. And we've all done dirt in our past. So guess what? Her being arrested does not change the way that I feel about her. Her being arrested actually makes me like her more because it shows that she is human. It shows that she has to abide by the same rules that I do. And just because you're a YouTuber on here doesn't mean that you get, a different way to be handled. And that's just it. And so if this was the other YouTuber that is raking her across the coals, she would want a chance to explain herself. And for that girl to be so vile and to be spreading these rumors saying that the cop field tested it and they knew that it was a Schedule II narcotic. No, it had to be sent off to be tested. And we don't know that it wasn't prescribed to Leslie. So everybody needs to STFU, which means shut the rest. But I'm trying to be nice, and that just burns me up. I get passionate about Leslie because she is being attacked because she's nice. She is being attacked because she makes her arch nemesis look really bad because she has a heart. And I will never, ever stop watching Leslie Bass, no matter what she does. So everybody, that just irritates me so bad. I'm sorry. Obviously, you can tell, but let's get back to my cases. I don't want to, I obviously am getting upset, so I don't want to talk about that no more. My thing is, if she wasn't driving impaired, then who cares what she did or didn't have on her? Amen. Thank you, Allie. And that other YouTuber hired a PI to follow her. So that's just sick. That's just sick. All right. So I meant to see how many YouTubers I have. Ooh, I've got 1,710, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the drama, you guys. Thank you for the drama. I got like 50 subs out of it. So there's a silver lining, right? Silver lining. All right, let's get back to my cases. All right, there was a man caught on a video, you guys, that was posted on social media. And on this video, he is seen talking to the sleeping woman on a subway train in New York, right? And somebody's recording him talking to him. I guess they were suspicious about him, but he was dressed in all red from head to toe. Even his shoes were red, all right? They record him talking to the sleeping passenger, and when he exits the subway, he picks her up and carries her off, trying to kidnap her. And when he exited the subway with her, she wakes up and instantly realizes what's happening, and she runs back into the subway train. All right, and gets away from him by the grace of God. And by the grace of God, someone was recording this. And so they exposed this man on social media and showed what he was trying to do. He didn't succeed, but he would have tried with someone else. So thank God this Samaritan decided to record it. And when they posted it, the people recognized him in the neighborhood. People knew who he was. And so another video was uploaded of him getting the beat down of his life from people that recognized him on the street. Somebody recorded him being beat down, punched, kicked, on the ground, everything. And so he escapes and runs into a convenience store thinking that he's going to get help. And while he's in there, the convenience store person recognizes him from that social media video and calls the police on him while he's trying to seek refuge. So, lo and behold, he's in jail, charged with kidnapping and all of that, or attempted kidnapping and all of that. Yes, glory to God. You better be careful for those eyes in the sky, which are really not in the sky anymore. They're right across from you. There could be a phone on you at any point in time, you guys. Just remember that. This is why people need to learn how to act out in public, because people are recording everything now. So you better not get caught on tape coming out your character. Hey, girl. Happy New Year. Hi, Twiggy. I PayPal you. Hope you get it. And I did it right. Oh, Donna, you're so sweet. You just joined my Patreon. You didn't have to PayPal me. Brandy, don't you ever apologize to me. Our emails are genuine. We are honest with each other. We are just blunt and straight up. And so I love the way that you are. I think it's great. You and Natasha are priceless. It's okay, baby love. I understand. You got making fries in my air fryer. Yes, Donna. Yes, girl. That is awesome. Okay, so that man's in jail, thank God. And Baltimore, you guys, do not move to Baltimore. And if any of you live in Baltimore, I feel so bad for you. Please come live in North Carolina. The murder rate in Baltimore, you guys, for 2019 went up 40%. 40%. And Baltimore already has a very high murder rate. And 40%. Wow. Oh, this world, it is tragic. It is tragic, you guys. Okay, so let's see what else I got for you guys. You guys are going to trip when you hear the extra stuff added to the Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell case. And I refuse to put their name in my title of my video because it's these babies that mean the most to me. But let me tell you about, oh, and that guy's name was Sonny that tried to steal the girl from the subway. Yep, his name was Sonny. Okay, so now let me tell you all about Lori. That YouTube creator that bashed Leslie, that went after Leslie, she came on her YouTube and she covered this Josh Vallow and Taylee Ryan case. And she told all of YouTube that nobody on YouTube had this up. But if you guys go look on my channel, you will see that back on, let's see. And she just uploaded her video today or yesterday about it. And she's telling her whole community that she is the only one that has covered this case and that no other YouTuber has covered it. And really, I've seen Critical K covering it. I've seen Braun Moxley covering it. And so, yeah. So I covered it. Hey, girl, hey. Oops. On Christmas. I covered it on Christmas because you guys, I searched YouTube for Josh Vallow and Taylee Ryan or for Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow on Christmas Day, and there was nothing. And I got burnt up. I was so mad because these people had been missing for 30 days and the children had been missing since September. And not one person has covered it on the YouTube. This happened a month ago. Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell went on the run a month ago. They went on the run at Thanksgiving, you guys. And so nobody was talking about it. Nobody had even brought it to light. And on Christmas Day, I gave these babies a voice. And then everybody started picking it up. By the next day, everyone was covering it. And that is great. That's what I want on my channel. Okay. If you send me a case and there's already a YouTuber covering it, I'm probably not going to cover it because what I'm doing is I'm picking cases that don't have any YouTube coverage. And then once I cover it, they get more YouTube coverage. And when those YouTubers pick that up, I can move to a case that doesn't have any coverage. And what I'm going to do is all those parents out there wondering why their babies aren't being covered and why 14 people on YouTube are covering this, then I'll be the one that covers the cases that nobody's talking about. And once Mama Beauty talks about it, trust me, people will pick it up. It showed with Allison Watterson, and it showed with Josh Vallow and Taylee Ryan. And mark my words, you guys can go try to find somebody that uploaded about Allison before me, or someone that uploaded about Josh and Taylee before me, and you're not going to be able to do it. Trust me. But go ahead, if you like a challenge, try to find one. So that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be my purpose. I want to be different than all the other YouTubers, you guys. I'm giving back in my Patreon. No other YouTuber does that. I'm doing a giveaway every 500 subscribers. No other YouTuber does that. And so I am unique, and I want to be unique. So as soon as 50 people are covering the same case, I'm out. And I'm ready to cover a new case, because everybody deserves a voice. But let me tell y'all, I don't know if the people that are covering the Josh Vallow and the Taylee Ryan case have told you this. And so I just wanted to get it out there before everybody else does. And this is a new piece of information. Now, if you're not familiar with Josh Vallow and Taylee Ryan, which one, Miss T? She is disgusting and vile. Thank you. Use your inside. Oh, food fighter, take a hike, honey bunny. I love you anyway, but you gotta go. You don't like hearing Mama D. Oh, I already blocked him. It's called Don't. Oh, wow. Caroline. I'll have to watch that, Miss T. I'm here for a minute. Okay, so let me give you guys a quick rundown if you don't know about Josh Vallow and Taylee Ryan. This newlywed couple got married, okay? And when they got married, the groom, 2 weeks earlier, wife died. And so they thought that his wife died of natural causes. And that gentleman's name was Chad Daybell. All right. They thought his wife died of natural causes until he got married to Lori Vallow 2 weeks after she died. Then Lori married him and brought her 2 children into the marriage. Okay. 3 months prior to Lori marrying Chad Daybell, her husband, the stepdad of her 2 children, because Josh Vallow is adopted, so he wasn't his father, but he adopted Josh with her. And Taylee Ryan had another dad, but that was her stepdad. And Lori's husband was shot and killed by her brother. All right. Lori Vallow is the newlywed bride. All right. Now, that was an open and active investigation because her brother shot her husband 3 months before she married Chad Daybell. And then her brother died on December 12th, mysteriously. He died. So when Lori's husband, before the new one, got shot 3 months prior to her marrying the new one, her 2 children saw it. Her brother was the one that did it. And then this gentleman is dead. So every person that was in that home when that man got shot by this brother of Lori Vallow is gone or missing. The children are missing. The dad got shot, her ex-husband, and the man that shot him mysteriously died on December 12th. Okay. Then they done some digging and they found out that Taylee's father died at a young age, mysteriously. All right. And then they find, okay, so then the extended family start wondering where the children were because they hadn't seen them since September. And now we're talking about back in November when this happened. So the extended family sent the police over to Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow's house, they're newlyweds, sent them over and had them to do a welfare check to look for this Josh Vallow. because he's adopted, and these are extended family members to Josh, I believe, but I'm not sure about that. But I know that they sent them over to do a welfare check. Well, when the police got there, neither child was there, and Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow said that the kids were with an extended family. They weren't with them. They were staying with such and such. Well, the police leave and they go and check out the information, and they find out that the kids aren't with those extended family and that Chad and Lori had lied. So they get a search warrant and they go back to Chad and Lori's house, and they are gone. They've packed up and left and were missing for 30 days. So on Christmas, I find out this story and I'm like, oh my God, these people have been gone for 30 days. Their children are missing for 30 days and all these bodies are just dropping in their wake. Well, come to find out, they are part of this cult called We the People. And Chad Daybell, this is the new information. So now, they also came out with 30 days after they disappeared. They had their lawyers say that they would return and answer all questions when the rumors and speculation subsides. So they still haven't surfaced. Yeah, but I've seen some of those maps, Mary Evanler, and a lot of things are being added to them. They can't all be proven. So I'm only going to talk about the deaths that were proven. But this one is proven too, or this accusation towards them is being proven as well. So hold on. Yeah, there you can Google it and the map will show up. They had a timeline mapped out on the channel on December 25th. The news station that covered it had a timeline. So if you guys want to see that timeline, go ahead and but I pretty much broke it down for you the best I could. So, but let me tell you this new information that they might not have. I vote with my Patreon. I think mine might be misplaced. Can someone tell me how Mama started her channel? Who threw her off theirs? I vote with my Patreon money. No one threw me off of their channel, Sherry. Why are you saying that? I started my own channel myself. No one threw me off of theirs. So what are you trying to say, Sherry? And I don't have to tell you how I started my channel at all. So seems like I vote with my Patreon money. What does that mean? You have about 10 seconds to answer yourself or you're getting blocked. Ain't nobody got time for this in 2020. Yes, I hear rumors, but wasn't someone mean to you or blocked you? No, Sherry, not at all. I was minding my own business here when other YouTubers decided to talk. So keep it moving. We're not going to talk about drama here. We are positive. We are uplifting. We care about people. I am not your typical YouTuber, you guys. I am not your typical YouTuber. Remember that. I know, right? But I'm going to let her stay. It's okay, Sherry. You were misinformed. I have an idea by who, but it's okay. Now let me get this new information out there. And if this is not new information, let me know. You guys tell me that Braun has already covered it or someone has already covered it. But a man that was married to Chad Daybell's niece, his name is Brandon. All right. And Brandon was married to Chad Daybell's niece. And Lori and Chad recruited this woman. Her name is Melanie. All right. Chad Daybell's niece is Melanie. And Chad and Lori recruited Melanie. And as soon as they recruited her, she was ready for a divorce. She came home and demanded a divorce after she got recruited to these We the People. Well, right before the divorce was final, he was coming home from the gym and he had a drive-by, you guys. His driver's side window was shot at as he was coming home from the gym. And he feels like Chad and Lori were behind it, that he was their next victim to kill, and that he lives in Gilbert, Arizona. His name is Brandon Budruk. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to put his name in the chat so you guys can look it up if you want, or share it with people that are covering this case so they can have another tidbit that they might not have had. That's fine. I am welcoming with sharing my stuff, you guys. I am not about, oh, they copied me or whatever, because we're covering crime cases. We want people to copy us. Yeah, he probably was the next victim. So that's his name. If you have a favorite YouTuber or whatever, and they're covering this case and you want to give them some information, then just share that name with them and they'll be able to look it up and see that this happened. I got it from a reputable source. And so they can look it up and dive deeper into it, especially the people that are making timelines and stuff. But I think I broke it down pretty good without a timeline. You guys know that the father of the children that was playing father, he's not their biological father, is dead. You guys know that Chad Daybell's wife is dead. You guys know that Lori's brother, who killed Charles, is dead. And you know that her first husband, the father of Taylee Ryan, died early. And these people are just dropping anyone that comes in their path. Drops. It's okay, Sherry Farrow. I'm a little bit on edge, honey bunny, and it has nothing to do with you. It has a lot to do with the vile things that were said about me. And so I'm trying to ignore it in 2020. And so what I'll do is I'll just block people. I'm just going to block people. I'm not going to watch videos about me, and I'm just going to ignore it. And that's going to burn them up. It's going to make them so mad that I'm not feeding into it, that I'm not making videos about them and all that. But people are going, especially people that have less subscribers than me, they're going to want to put my name in their title to get subscribers. So, oh, I forgot to tell you guys what I did with our $40. Remember, I promised at the beginning of setting up my channel that I would donate 20% of all my super chats to a charitable cause, right? And that anyone that gave me a super chat, I asked you guys if you wanted to vote on where the money went, and nobody really sent me a vote. So I got to decide where the money went. And when I found out that when I got my super chats, you guys, I found out that super chat takes 42% from me. And somebody had told me that super chat only took 30%. So that's why I said that I would do the other 20%, because that would give me half the money I make on YouTube, and then super chat gets their fee, and I'm donating the rest to a charitable cause, right? Well, they took too much. So what I'm going to do, what I decided to do is, instead of the 20% of my super chats, I decided to do 10% of all the money that I get from you guys. Anything that has been put in my PayPal, anything that has been sent to me, anything that I got on my super chat from YouTube. Okay. And I made $400 so far. So $40 is 10% of 400. Now, what did I do with that $40? Let me tell you. And if you guys don't want me to make the decision with the money every month, then make sure you send an email saying I would like to see my vote for where the money goes to is domestic violence, or my vote is where the money goes to is Autism Society, or my vote that the money goes to an addiction awareness program or something like that, right? So I decided the $40 would go to another YouTuber. And this YouTuber has been helping me see Leslie's Instagram and Twitter because and this other vile YouTuber that I refuse to say her name. So I haven't been able to watch Instagram or Twitter because I don't have those things and I'll never get them. But she plays their lives for me so I can see them. Well, I wanted to get to know her because she has under 1,000 subscribers, and I felt like I related to her because I just had under 1,000 subscribers. And when you see somebody that has under 1,000 subscribers, you know that they're working for free. You know that they are trying to get their channel up and that everything they're doing is for absolutely free. And you work hard in those months. When you're under 1,000 subscribers, you work a lot harder than when you're over, right? So her name is Carissa Exposed. And she had a video of herself. Now, the reason I gave her the money has nothing to do with her streaming those Instagrams or those Twitters. I was just saying that's how I met her. That's how I got there, was watching that stuff. Well, she has a video of her, of her dad. Her dad died like mine did. And her dad is in an unmarked grave, you guys. And he's been in an unmarked grave for a while. And my dad laid in an unmarked grave for 5 years. And just recently in June, he got a headstone. Now, granted, they give you a free headstone when you get out of the Army. Before somebody comes and tries to correct my video or play my video and say I'm lying, they do give you a free headstone when you have an honorable discharge from the Army. You get a plaque. But the funeral home where my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, and everybody's in, they make you have a granite slab to put that memorial plaque on. And the granite slab is $1,200. Okay. And I couldn't come up with that because I owe $5,000 for my dad's funeral. It's on my credit right now. I can pull it up and show it to you guys. I owe $5,000 to this funeral home because of my dad's funeral. And my dad's funeral was in 2013. So it's been 5 years of me not being able to pay off my dad's funeral. And if I went down there with the 1,200 for my dad's headstone, they would have took it. And they would have said, okay, now you only owe 3,800. So I couldn't get the headstone. There was no way they were going to let me give them $1,200 and not put it towards the bill, right? So I was upset for 5 years. Like, I did not even want to go to his gravesite because it was just an empty space in the ground. Luckily, he's next to his sister, so I knew exactly where he was. But to know that he fought for our country, that he worked in Iraq, that he used to be the bodyguard for John Negroponte, which was an ambassador in Iraq. And he did big things. He saved, so he jumped into, a girl jumped off a bridge to kill herself in Madison, and he jumped off that bridge in after her and saved her. And when I was at my niece's funeral, that girl was standing beside me and asked me if I was related to my dad because I look so much like him, and told me that he saved her life. Yes, and he has like an award for it. Like, the city gave him an award, some kind of ribbon or honorable something, and I'll show that to you another day when I'm showing my dad's accomplishments. But he did not have a headstone, and it broke my heart. So let me tell you what happened this last year. My dad worked for Blackwater for a long time, and I don't know if you guys know who Blackwater is, but they're this organization who are no longer, they're a private company that used to hire retired police officers to go overseas and train canines to sniff out bombs, and that's what my dad did. He was a canine handler. He trained dogs to sniff bombs, find drugs, all of that. So every year the Blackwater people get together and they have this reunion, this big reunion. And my dad's best friend was a Blackwater guy too. Well, he went to that get together and he pulled out a hat and he said, Roger Abshire does not have a headstone. You need to donate, you guys. Help me get this man a headstone. And he came up with the $1,200, you guys. He came back from that get together with the money. He said, you need to file for your dad's DD 214 and get that plaque coming because I've got the money for the granite slab. And the other day, I think it was it Monday? I can't remember, but the other day I went by and I saw it and it looks absolutely fabulous. And so I gave that $40 to Carissa Exposed so she can either have $40 because she's working so hard on her channel, or she can use that $40 towards her dad's headstone. So I hope nobody's upset. Thank you, Sherry. Mom is amazing. Drama died down, I hope. Carla, we hope. We are trying to stay positive about things and take the high road. Yes. Don't lock yourself into that. In my opinion, just donate a fixed amount at random times and worry about upgrading your equipment. Nope. I get to decide what I do. I make 50% and I bust my butt for Mary Kay. I bust my butt for Mary Kay and I only make 50%. I bust my butt for Rarity. You guys see the pop-up shops. You see the packages I send out. You see the intricate way I do things. Okay, I work my butt off for Rarity. Guess how much I get? 25%. So I'm okay with working my butt off on YouTube and getting 50%. I'm okay with that of the super chats, but it's only the super chats that I'm making 50% off of. I'm getting 90% of everything else. So no, I'm locking myself into that. You guys heard me say it. You heard me say it. You guys also heard me say that I wasn't going to put my PayPal down below, but you guys asked me to do it. You begged me to do it. You told me to do it. And so I budged on that. I did, but I'm not budging on this. I am donating 10% of everything I make. And that's like my tithing anyway. I mean, that's my own personal business. I don't go to church. So I would like to give 10%. And that's only 10% of this income. I'm supposed to be giving 10% of it all. So, yes, 10% of everything I make will go to a good cause. And if you donated a super chat or you gave me a PayPal, I will let you know once I've got the numbers in, just like I did last time. And I will let you know what I made for the month and we will go from there. And when I let you know, I'll tell you, like I did last time, and I'll give you an opportunity to email me and vote. Now, if you're the only one that votes, then the money's going straight to what you want, right? And if nobody votes, then the money's going straight to what I want. But if there's multiple votes, it'll be the one that has the most. So thank you, guys. This case is so strange. I freak out and my kiddos leave my eye for a second. And these poor kiddos have been missing since September. And the mom is just so nonchalant. I don't understand. Yeah. And the parents have been missing since Thanksgiving. Yeah, she got all her subscribers back, Miss T. YouTube contacted her and told her. My grandparents are both in unmarked graves. I'm so sorry, baby. I know how it feels. I still owe $5,000 to my dad. I would have perfect credit right now, you guys, if it wasn't for $6,000 in student loans and $6,000 to my daddy, because it was $5,000, but with all the interest over the 5 years, it's past $6,000. And so I have nothing on my credit except those two. I'm 12 grand in debt because of that. And I'm sorry, making lemonade. I always talk about money, but I'm always talking about my money and my debt, not yours. I'm not always asking you for yours. And I could say the same by people that monetize every video. Somebody get the burn ointment. Burial costs are absolutely ridiculous. I just finished paying my dad's off in 2017 and he died in 25. Yep. Hey, Andrews, I've got to start doing that. I've got to work something out with this collection agency. Thank you, Miss T. I think it's a damn shame how much some of these places keep, especially huge corporations such as YouTube. I think it's best to give PayPal out. Yes. I tied to St. Jude Children's Hospital. Thank you, Helen. See, she knows, she's picking up what I'm putting down. Church is in the street, y'all. Church does not have to be in four walls. Church can be everywhere, but you also can't be shoving that down people's throat that don't want to hear it either. So be careful about putting church in the streets. I need to update myself on that case. I heard about it and checked it out, but don't know all of the newer details. Okay, because I wanted to show Leslie Bass my support, but I thought I was on the wrong channel. You're precious, Miss T. Can someone please get me Leslie's email? I want to email her. Pretty please. She was my inspiration for starting this channel. I watched her for a very long time. I watched her before she started covering the Janelle dog issue. I think she's great. Love that girl. Also, if you join the Patreon, once you join the Patreon, you can join it at a $3 level and you're added to the Facebook group. If you join it at a $9 level, you get the Patreon for free a month, because that $9 you give me is used for a pack of nails and $4 shipping to get them to you. So if you do the $9 level, you are able to get a pack of nails mailed to you, and that is your $9. And so you're kind of getting a free preview of my channel for a month. And now the following month, I'll keep the $9 if you stay. You're not going to get a reoccurring set every month, because then that means I'm just doing it for free. But that first month, as an introductory offer at the $9 level, you will receive a free random nail set. So what you need to do is choose your tier when you get there. You click my link down below this description box. You choose your tier. You choose $3 a month, $9 a month, or $25 a month. But don't be scared off by the 25, because it comes with a nail subscription. You're going to get 2 sets of nails every month for free when you're at the $25 level. So that's $10 for me to buy the nails, and that's $5 for me to ship you 2 sets of nails. So 15 of that 25 is being given back to you, and I'm only pocketing 10. So that's how my Patreon works. And so once you sign up, I get an email that says so-and-so has signed up, but it uses your YouTube name. Okay. And a lot of people do not have the same YouTube name as they have as a Facebook name. So what you need to do is join the Patreon. Then you'll get an email from me that says, what name do you use on Facebook? Here is the link. You will have to send me the name that you use on Facebook and your YouTube name before I'll be able to accept you. You can click that link all day long, but you're not going to be accepted into the group until I know who you are on Facebook and I know who you are on YouTube. The Patreon group only tells me who you are on YouTube. So if you try to get into my group and your YouTube says Billy Bob, but your real name is Benjamin Mob, I'm not going to know. Even though they sound familiar, I'm not going to know. So what you do, once you get that email that from me that says, here is the Facebook group, you need to send me back your YouTube name and your Facebook name, and then I will add you to the group right away. I mean, there is some stuff already posted in there, but I need to make sure that I'm not adding people to the group that haven't paid. Let's see. What's going on? Oh, okay. I'll look into it. You guys, any case that another YouTuber has not covered, I will do. Okay? Let me just help people understand. But if you send me a case and you said such and such just covered this and you give me their link, that's not original. That's me copying another YouTuber, and that is, those victims already have a voice. That YouTuber is giving those victims a voice. I am trying to give victims a voice that have no voice, just like Josh Vallow and Taylee Ryan. When I did my video, there was not one on YouTube about them, not one. And just like Allison Watterson, not one video about her. And she had been missing since Sunday. And I did my video on her on Wednesday. The precious baby had been missing since Sunday. And it didn't get any media coverage until Wednesday. What's wrong with that picture? So that's why I'm here. And I'm going, I get to be at home, so I'll be able to stay on top of the new and up and coming cases where most other YouTubers have other jobs and they can't do that. They have to wait until something falls into their lap or something that interests them. But not me. I can stay on top of what just happened yesterday, what happened today, because I homeschool and I have extra time on my hands and I work from home and I'm very blessed. So, oh, thank you for that super chat. Wow. Mary Deathy Delves. You are awesome, sister. Thank you guys. I don't think anyone has covered this one. Okay, Ashley, I gotcha. Ashley, it's okay. If no one has covered it, I want you to be annoying. Okay? Miss T, just say unspoken prayer for me as I have a lot going on. Miss T as an unspoken? Oh, for Chronic, yes. Unspoken prayer request for, can we all just lift Chronic up in our prayers tonight? And that's all I'll say about it. Please. Pretty please. And if you don't pray, can you just send some positive vibes or do a little dance for her? Or if you're a singer, sing a song that she heals or something like that. Whatever it is you do, whatever you're into, just send it her way. Meditate over it. Girl, you didn't offend me. No, I am blunt and direct, Sherry. That's just who I am, especially to my subscribers. And some of them handle it well and some of them don't. And I think you're a rock star. I think you did great. Most people would have been like, fine, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? And you handle it. And I like you. I like you a lot. I follow Leslie Bass on Facebook. Her personal page is Leslie Meshel Bass. Maybe you can message her on there. I doubt she's accepting any new friend requests with all the drama going on. And when you message somebody on Facebook that you're not friends with, it goes to their other box, and half the time they don't see it. Well, our group is private, Helen. So if you did do it, no one would be able to like look you up. You could set it to where you can't be looked up when you create a Facebook, and then you could set it to where that this group is the only friend you have. So, and you can make it to where people have to be your friend to see your stuff. So it's just up to you. I understand though. I hate Facebook, but I love this group. This group is great. There's only 20 of us in there right now, and it's just like a little family. Don't feel bad, Sherry. No, you're fine. I promise you. And if you stay here long enough, you'll see that that's just me. That's my nature. And I'm working on it in 2020. I need to work on my delivery too. I need to work on my snapping back so quick. I'm a mother of 5. And so I'm a control freak. I'm just so used to talking to children all day that I forget that these are adults and that I don't need to talk to people like that. And I promise you, I'll be better. You're fine, Andrews. Hey, y'all. Hope everyone had a happy new year. Yes. Thank you, Ashley. Do I have to sign up for Facebook? Yeah, that's what I was saying. You would have to create another account, Helen, but you could make it to where no one, when you create it, they ask you, do you want to be looked up? And you would put no when you're signing up. And that would mean no one could ever search Helen Johns. I had it at one point that if people typed in my name, they can't find me. And so Facebook has changed a lot of things to where it makes it more private for people to and then if you didn't send any friend request to anybody or accept any friend request, and you set it to where nobody could see your stuff unless they're your friends, then you would be okay because you wouldn't have any friends. So nobody would be seeing your stuff but you. But I understand if you don't want to do it. Trust me, I get it 1000%. I left Facebook and came here because Facebook broke my heart. I poured my heart out to my friends on there for the last year. And I've offered free pedicures to get people to come over. I've offered a free makeover for your date night, for a wedding, I would do your makeup for anything. I've offered free manicures, everything. I've offered to give people sets of nails to let them come over and me put them on. Nothing. I asked my Facebook, I finally went back to my Facebook for a little bit the other day, and I asked them to share Allison's poster. Not one share until I had to go on there and say, wow, I have 300 and some friends, and not one person shared this precious baby's poster. And so that's just my Facebook. I feel like everyone's there. Well, not everyone, because there are some good people there. The only reason why I keep my Facebook are because of my sons in Mexico that live in Mexico. They FaceTime me on there, and so I keep it. But there are a few genuine people on there, but I hate my Facebook. My boyfriend has it, stresses her out. Oh, my best friend has it, stresses her out, especially politically. Yes, I have to stay. I said the same thing. I said, Facebook is my trigger. I got to get off of here. I got to get off of here. And before I got off completely, I quit going through the news feed. Happy New Year, Donna Del Duca. Thank you. He is precious. He's passed out right now. He fell asleep playing his video game. He's got to start back school tomorrow, you guys. Ah. Which means I got to start back teaching him. So 6 hours a day is what he has to log in with K-12. And if he doesn't have enough work to create 6 hours, then I have to come up with extra stuff. And that's why we have the Y. Yep, that is it. Let me make sure I covered everything. Oh, yeah. And I already said that. So we're good. I covered everything. Yes, he is precious, but he can be an ornery little thing too. Let's not forget that. He definitely can be ornery. I got 62 people on here. Hit that subscribe button. And if you don't like me, hit the dislike button, just so I know how many people out of who like me don't like me. Just for curiosity's sakes. The only time I'll have a problem is when my dislikes are more than my likes. I am going to look in the Allison Watterson group to see if there's any new updates for us. There's an Allison Watterson Facebook group. I did share it in one of the videos, so if you guys want to join it. Let's see what's going on in this group. Girl, if you hadn't reminded me of the holiday, poor Kendra would have been having some teaching. LOL. We don't use a program, so I do what I choose that helps her most. Oh, that's smart. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this picture is, y'all. This girl is missing. This is probably before she got her septum pierced. This is Allison Lawson, guys. She's a precious girl that was last seen at noon the Sunday before Christmas. Her and her boyfriend had went to visit somebody that lives a little bit away from where they live. And her mom says that their car broke down, and the boyfriend is saying, Benjamin Garland is his name, is saying that they somehow got separated, going separate ways to get help. And then they were last seen together, though, at noon on Sunday before Christmas. And then Mr. Benjamin was found on Monday morning, even though the last time they were seen and were noon on Sunday. He was found Monday morning sleeping in a local guy from the neighborhood's truck. Not his truck, but a guy from the neighborhood's truck. And the guy came out and found him sleeping in his truck with no shoes on. Had to be given some slippers to get home. The dude asked him for a ride home. He doesn't say, hey, my girlfriend's out in the woods. We got to go find her. I've been looking for her. I fell asleep. I've been looking for her since yesterday. We got to go find her. He says, give me a ride home. Gets home. Tells his dad, hey, Allison's still out there. Will you take me back out there? We got to find Allison. She's missing. Goes out there. Him and his dad can't find her. Him and his dad can't find her. So the dad goes home. The boyfriend stays out there continuing to look. And the dad tells the Allison's parents that that Benjamin got separated from her 30 hours before. And so she's reported missing. But there's a 30-hour gap from the time she was last seen on that Sunday and 5:30 when she was reported, or 7:30 when she was somewhere around in there on Monday night. Okay? So that's crazy. If you care about somebody, you're not going to leave them. As soon as that man found him sleeping in that truck, he would have been like, oh, how did I fall asleep? I got to find Allison. I got to find her. And he didn't. He didn't. And when the cops go to find him, to question him about where she is, because she's been reported missing by her family, they find him in the same area with a stolen vehicle. And he gets arrested on that stolen vehicles charge. And he's in jail right now. And he was talking for a little while, saying that they went out there together to see a friend and that their car broke down and that they needed to go get help and that they somehow got separated and went separate ways. He was talking, but then he lawyered up. And rumor has it his boots were found in the woods. Rumor has it that her boots were found in the woods. But I don't think that they were hers. I think his were, because that makes sense, because he was found in the truck with no shoes. Also, Benjamin Garland has a meth charge. And so that scares me. But the thing that gives me hope, you guys, let me read some of this. Oh, thank you, Tina. That's awesome. Okay, Leah, I'll see you next time. That guy had a polygraph. I don't know. They're not talking, Helen. They're not giving us any information on it. But this is what gives me hope, is that he was found with a stolen vehicle. So obviously the vehicle they drove out to this place was stolen. And maybe she's afraid that she will be charged with the stolen vehicle too, because it's been said that they went out there together. And then he was found in the same area in a stolen vehicle. And so maybe she's scared that she'll go to jail too. She knows that he's in jail right now for the stolen vehicle. He hasn't been charged for her disappearance. You see what I mean? So, and he hasn't been charged with murder. So maybe that is what's keeping her from coming back. Maybe she's just hiding because she's scared that she'll get a felonious charge too. And that's the hope I'm going to hold on to until I otherwise know different. Oh yeah, they searched for 5 days, Miss T, and then they called off the search. They called off the search after 5 days, and no one knows why they called off the search. They said they've thoroughly searched the area, and until they get another lead of where to go or what to do, they haven't called the FBI in. And bless her heart, she had a cell phone that only worked on Wi-Fi, you guys. So she couldn't have called for help. She had a cell phone that only worked on Wi-Fi, and they could not ping the phone because they did not know who the original owner of the phone was. So they didn't have a number or a provider to ping the phone to find out where she was last, because they don't know the number of the phone and they don't know the provider of the phone, because she only used it for Wi-Fi. Those text-free apps that people have and those call-free apps, a lot of teenagers are using them. I mean, heck, a lot of drug addicts are using them too. I used them when I was a drug addict because it was cheaper. I couldn't afford a nice phone. You know, I wanted my money for drugs. But the fact that people are accusing her of being a drug addict and just digging up dirt on her and talking crap about her is vile and disgusting, and it shows the kind of world that we live in. Bless her heart. It reminds me of Shanann. She is missing, just like Shanann was dead, and people want to talk crap. How can you do that? How do you not have a conscience? How does your moral compass been that way? Wow. Let somebody badmouth my daddy after he's no longer here to defend himself. Imagine what you guys are doing to her mom. I don't care who thinks I'm too loud. She couldn't even call for help. Nope. Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. And she's beautiful, you guys. She reminds me of my daughter. I mean, when I was looking at her Facebook page, I mean, just look at her makeup here. She doesn't, this is a natural look. She also has glam looks. I mean, her makeup is on point. She is beautiful. Look at the makeup in this one. And that's the tattoo she has. So what I'm going to do is when I do my pop-up shop, you guys, I'm going to print out some of these flyers. And I'm going to beg you to put one up somewhere. And I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to print it out. I'm going to use my ink, my paper, and I'm going to put it in a flyer. And I'm going to beg you guys, when I send out your nails, when I send out the pop-up shop stuff, please find somewhere to post this poster in case it has something to do with trafficking. She's a ripe age for that. She's beautiful, and they have had plenty of time to get out of the area. But this baby girl has tattoos. This baby girl can be identified, and her tattoo right here on her left, let me get it. I think it's her left shoulder. Looks like that. So we all can be on the lookout for this precious soul. I want to get these flyers out to you guys, and I want you guys to promise me that you'll put it somewhere. Even if you put it up on your mailbox, on your own property, put it somewhere. That way people all over the world or US will get uncomfortable if they have her. Because if they're out of the area, they're good. There ain't no heat anywhere else. But if I can send out 50 flyers to 50 states or more, if I can get these flyers out I will send these flyers out until she's found. She deserves it. And I would hope that some YouTuber would do it for my daughter. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, and I'll share it in our Patreon so you guys can share it on your pages. I already have it shared in my on my Facebook page. So what I'll do is I'll take it from my Facebook page and I'll put it in the Patreon group, and then will you guys share that on your social media? But I also want flyers up. I also want these tacked to stuff. So it is everywhere. It's not just social media. So people are in these areas where these flyers are looking for this eye tattoo at all times until she is found. Yes, Oregon. You're absolutely right. North Plains, Oregon. Helen Johns. I'm about 3 hours away from you, Helen Johns. Oh, that's awesome. Nashville, Tennessee. You're close to me too. You guys are close to me. I'm in Hendersonville. Hendersonville. Near the North Carolina line. Ladies, we're gonna have to meet up sometime, us three, since we're so close to each other. Anybody close to Hendersonville? Maybe we'll have a meet and greet. And best believe that I'm always protected. Always. Unless you're a sniper, and then there ain't nothing I can do about that. And then it's just my time to go. Yes, we all are pretty close. All right, let me just see if there's any updates because they always put them on this Facebook group. Misty, this is what her mother said, you guys. Another day without you. It's really as if time has stood still. Allison Watterson, I will find you. I will bring you home safe, and I will not ever stop looking for you. If anyone has information to lead to my daughter's location, please call the tip line. You can remain anonymous. To all my friends and family, and even the wonderful people that I've never met, I thank you with my entire heart and soul. I can't do this alone, and you all have made sure I don't have to. The tip line to Crime Stoppers, if you know anything about Allison Watterson, Benjamin Garland, or we're in the North Plains area on the Sunday before Christmas or the Monday morning before, please contact Crime Stoppers at 503 823 4357. Again, 503 823 4357. Please help us bring this baby home. Please. I love Gatlinburg. Yes, let's go to Gatlinburg. Gage would love it. I have to bring Gage, you guys. So we have to find something that Gage can do. And then we'll hang out in the adult area. But yeah, I never have a babysitter. Ever, ever, ever. Never. I don't remember. I've had a babysitter twice. My daughter watches him while I go to the gyno. But I can't bring him to that. Yes, I agree. Prayers. Yep. And her mom's just a little old waitress that works in the town. They even have the missing poster in Spanish. That's cool. So formal ground searches have been suspended, but the search effort is still very active. Wow, somebody's removing posters as they're putting them up. That's just so wrong. It says, just wanted to let everyone know whom is putting up flyers throughout the Hillsborough and FG area. I work in downtown Hillsborough and just saw a guy from Washington County, LUT Division, traffic lights. He is removing all the posters that have been duct taped to the traffic light post. I tried to talk to him against removing them, but he has no empathy for what the posters are for. His job is to keep those ports clean and free of any posters. He is sorry, but he has a job to do. Please make sure you use other means for posting those. Otherwise, you'll be wasting time putting them up when someone is following your footsteps and removing them. So sad. Attention, truckers who drive a truck or know someone who drives a truck. A member has suggested that posters be distributed among truckers. These are people who are driving the roads and highways on a daily basis. It would not hurt to have them keeping their eyes open for Allison just in case. So if I have a truck driver on here, if you could share that poster, please email me and I will email you the link or the poster. Here is my email. Okay. All right. I'm going to read a few comments and then I'm getting ready to go, you guys. I will be in my Patreon later, hopefully, but I'm going to take a minute to watch some Married to Medicine. I'm going to watch another one of my episodes and eat some food and weight gauge up. Otherwise, he's going to sleep through the whole night and wake me up at 4 in the morning. So I will see you guys in my Patreon. But for everybody else, I will see you tomorrow. And we will cover some more cases. I definitely love you guys. And I just think 2019 was one of my best years ever. And I'm just so grateful for this channel, you guys. I'm grateful for the healing. I am a work in progress. I am going to backslide. I am going to stumble. I am not perfect. But I am trying so hard to be the best grandma, to be the best mother to my children that I have ever been, so I can make up for any kind of falling short I might have done in the past. So just work with me, help me. And if you're not here to keep me positive, then I got to get rid of you because I don't want any negativity in 2020. None. Not in the slightest. So if you get mad because you can't have an opinion here, it's probably because I felt like it was a negative opinion and I wanted to get rid of it. So you have been warned, and I do love you guys, and I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I just can't wait to see how far this goes. And I'll see you next time. Bye, girl. Bye. Bye, boys. Bye. Bye.